When your male cat picks your bed over every other spot in the house, he's telling you something that goes far beyond simple affection. And once you understand it, you'll never look at him the same way again. He could sleep anywhere. The warm windowsill, the empty couch, the cardboard box he loves so much. But night after night, he chooses the one place that costs him the most, right next to you. That choice isn't random, and it isn't just about staying warm. It's built from instinct, chemistry, and a kind of trust male cats almost never hand out. So here are 6 real reasons your male cat sleeps with you. And the last one explains why losing that little habit would hurt you both more than you'd ever expect. Number 1, he's placed you inside his inner circle. When your male cat sleeps with you, he isn't just sharing your space. He's letting you into the most protected part of his entire world. Male cats carve their territory into zones a lot like we split up a house. There are patrol areas where he checks things out, neutral zones where he'll tolerate a stranger, and then one small private safe zone he guards above everything else. That safe zone is the only place he lets his guard fully down. Now, male cats are wired to be more territorial than females. They're quick to rub their scent along your furniture, your doorways, the corners of every wall. But being generous with his scent is not the same as being generous with his trust. He'll mark the whole house and still keep his guard up almost everywhere in it. And sleep is the most vulnerable a cat ever gets. By lying next to you for hours unconscious and exposed, he's doing something that cuts against every survival instinct he has. Watch where he settles. Some male cats lie between you and the bedroom door. Others press into you, but face outward, eyes pointed at the room. They're standing guard while keeping you close. One owner who lives with a disability described how her male cat walks step by step beside her and turns protective the moment she's unwell. He just knows that's not clinginess. That's a guard who has quietly decided you are the one thing in this house worth protecting. But protecting you is only the surface. What his body starts doing next is even stranger. Number 2, he's syncing his body to yours. A cat can hear your heartbeat from a few feet away. Their hearing really is that sharp. So when your male cat curls up on your chest or presses into your side, something quiet starts to happen. He begins to slow his own heart rate down toward yours. This tends to happen only with his chosen person. Not when he sleeps alone, and not when he sleeps beside another cat. Out in the wild, males in a loose group settle near. Whoever feels most stable and safe. In your home, that steady presence is you. There's a reason so many people say their cat carried them through their darkest nights. One owner who'd battled anxiety for 15 years put it plainly. Her cat's purring calmed her mind more than anything else by a mile. That low, steady rumble isn't just comfort you imagine. It genuinely pulls a racing pulse back down. And this can work in the other direction too, when you're the one who's struggling. Behaviorists have seen cases where a male cat who never used to sleep on the bed suddenly starts doing it every night, right after his person begins going through something hard, like starting treatment for anxiety or grief. Nobody taught him to. He simply picked up on the shift in his human's mood and answered it the only way he knows how, by becoming a warm, breathing, purring comfort machine parked against your body all night long. So when he matches his rhythm to yours, he isn't only resting near you, he's tuning himself to you. And to do that, he has to know your day better than you know it yourself. Number 3, he has memorized your schedule, the one that plays out before you even reach the bed. Your male cat tracks patterns you don't notice in yourself. Owners swear up and down they have no fixed bedtime, and yet the cat drifts toward the bedroom a full half hour before they turn in, night after night. Researchers who set up cameras inside people's homes caught this on tape again and again. The cat quietly stationing himself outside the bedroom well before his human made any move toward it. He learns your pre-sleep rituals, the exact sound of your toothbrush, the last time you check your phone, which lights you switch off, and in what order. One cat only headed for bed after he heard the front door lock for the night. A small habit the owner didn't even know he had until the cat's timing gave it away. A wild cat uses this same gift of prediction to hunt and to stay alive. Your male cat aims it straight at you with one twist. He's not only learning your routine, he's trying to steer it. In the hour before sleep, he gets louder, more underfoot, sometimes practically herding you down the hall. That's not him nagging you. That's him managing his favorite part of the day. And once you're finally in bed where he chooses to lie down, says even more. Number 4, pay attention to where he settles. Because every position tells a different story. A male cat who sleeps on your pillow or up above your head is claiming the high ground. Height means safety and status. And from up there, he can watch over you and watch for trouble at the same time. The foot of the bed sends a different message. Males pick that spot far more often than females do, close enough to protect you, far enough to react fast if something moves. And then there's the full contact sleeper, the cat who sprawls across your chest or wedges himself hard against your side. For a male who usually plays it cool and independent, that is a huge tell. He's slipping back into kitten behavior, treating you the way he once treated his mother, curled into the warmest, safest body he could find. For a grown male who spends his days projecting confidence and control, letting himself be that soft and that exposed is about as vulnerable as he ever gets. Watch how it shifts over time, too. A new cat rarely leads with it. He often starts way down at the foot of the bed, keeping a polite distance, and then inches closer week by week as the trust builds. And after something stressful, you coming back from a trip away, a lot of males switch straight to maximum contact, like they're making up for every hour you were gone. Number 5, while you're dead asleep, he's running security patrols. Male cats don't sleep straight through the night the way we do. Across an 8-hour night, a cat surfaces many times. Often, 7, 8, 9 times, but here's the part you never catch. He doesn't fully wake up. He drops into a half-alert state, scanning the room while looking completely asleep. His eyes crack open just a sliver to sweep the space. His ears swivel independently, listening in every direction at once. He even takes quick little samples of the air, checking for any scent that shouldn't be there. The whole sweep takes 15, maybe 20 seconds, and then he's gone again back under. And he tunes it to you. When you're sleeping calm and steady, he checks less often. When you're restless, tossing and turning, breathing unevenly, his vigilance climbs, and some cats will shift closer to you. Think about what that actually means. Even in the dead of night, part of him stays on duty for you. A few cats take it a step further and learn the tiny change in your breathing, right before you naturally wake. Some turn that into a job. They become your personal alarm clock, gently nudging you awake a moment or two before the real alarm ever goes off. Others use those final minutes to run one last quiet check of the room, making sure everything is safe and settled by the time you open your eyes. Number 6, the two of you are quietly getting hooked on each other. When a male cat sleeps in real contact with his chosen person, both bodies release oxytocin, the same bonding chemical that flows between a mother and her newborn. On his side, the stress hormones fall and the calm, feel-good ones rise. On your side, cortisol drops. Your sleep runs deeper, and your blood pressure sits lower in the morning. Night after night, his brain is literally wiring you in, encoding you not just as important, but as part of how he feels safe in the entire world. That's why the bond can start to look almost like dependence, because in a real physical sense, it is one. Cats who are used to co-sleeping can show genuine distress when their person is away, off their food, restless, sleeping badly, unsettled for days on end. Some cats who'd been sharing a bed for over a year needed the better part of a week before their bodies fully settled back to normal, after their owner traveled. And this isn't a one-way street. Your nervous system has quietly gotten hooked on him too, on that specific weight against your leg, that particular warmth, the low buzz of his purr in the dark. Without meaning to, the two of you have trained each other to need this. Think of the widow who wrote that after she lost her husband. His old orange tabby became her absolute shadow, sleeping pressed beside her every single night. That cat wasn't just filling an empty half of the bed. He had become a nervous system she could lean on, and she had become his. So here's one last thing worth holding on to. If your male cat suddenly stops sleeping with you, please don't wave it off as him just being moody. A sudden change in where a cat sleeps is one of the quiet ways they tell us something is wrong, pain, sickness, something they have no words for. One comment I read never really left me. An owner whose cat had stopped sleeping with her right up until she laid a blanket on the floor and went to lie down beside him in his final days, and he purred more than he ever had in his life. If the habit breaks for no clear reason, watch him closely and trust your gut and call the vet. But tonight, most of you have the happier version of this, curled up warm against your side, Someone once wrote that she and her cat had shared a single pillow for 15 years, and that she still couldn't sleep quite right without him. 15 years, one pillow. That is what this quiet little habit really adds up to. So tonight, when he claims his spot against you and lets his guard drop all the way down, remember what it actually costs him to do that, and reach over and let him know you noticed. If a cat has ever chosen you as a safe place, tell me about him down in the comments. I read every single one.